This video demonstrates step-by-step process of setting up multi-tier campaign in RankWyz.com. This is a test case, but it's close to real use cases SEOs facing day in and day out. The objective of this test case is to create and run a campaign to promote a new client, mydentalclient.com. After interviewing the client and niche and competition research, identified 4 primary areas to be targeted: emergency dentists, dental implants, teeth whitening, and cosmetic dentists. Those areas will become primary keywords. For every primary keywords, identified several low competition by highly relevant keywords, and they will become secondary keywords. There will be dental emergency dental clinic for emergency dentist, or teeth cleaning and laser teeth whitening for teeth whitening primary keyword. After identified niche primary and secondary keywords, I create a campaign plan. I will create 100 posts spread over a week time on aged high authority blog network. I will use highly relevant content tailored for every primary keyword or topic. Every post will include a link using diversified anchor profile based on combination of primary, secondary, and generic keywords to avoid over-optimization penalties. I will increase value of every post by creating second-tier blog posts using relevant content and bookmark every blog post multiple times. And on top of this, I will increase indexing rate by submitting links to multiple back indexing services. And before going to the action plan, I will demonstrate this setup on the diagram because it's much easier to understand when it's visual. This is the money side, the client side, and I will create 100 posts spread over 7 days on my high authority aged health network. Every post will be bookmarked 3 times on my bookmarking accounts. In a similar fashion, I will create second tier. Every post and every blog post in the first tier will be backlinked 3 times from the blog post using the very relevant content, and 3 times spread over 3 days. And at the last, every post in the second tier will be bookmarked again 3 times. So we have client side, tier 1 blog posting, tier 2 blog posting, bookmarking for the tier 1 and bookmarking for tier 2. Before we actually commit to numbers, we need to make sure that we have enough blogs in the networks. There is no benefit of hammering your networks with too many posts a day, because even if you create that many posts, but will kill those accounts over several days by high volume of posting, you will not benefit your client. Even more, you will harm your client, because there will be a spike of backlinks that will disappear in several days because of those accounts will be suspended. In our case, we will create 100 posts on the tier 2, tier 1 network. They will be bookmarked 3 times, and total will be 300 bookmark posts of the bookmarking network. They will be backlinked three times from the tier 2 blog post networks, and it will be 300 posts. And because every post from the tier 2 will be bookmarked again 3 times, I will create 900 shared bookmarking posts. Because of the high volume posts on the low tier bookmarking, I will use shared bookmarking and will save on my bookmarking account. RankWyz has shared networks, niche related, and we maintain 10,000 live blogs or accounts in any niche at any point of time, and we make sure that every account or blog posted no more than twice a day. So it gives it frees you from planning high volume posts on the low tier submissions while you're creating bookmarks or blogs pointing to your higher tiers. So in total, we will have 1,600 posts over 7 days, and it's a pretty intense campaign. At the end, we will make sure that all posts, Web 2 blog posts, will be sent to back indexing services. And the last diagram will explain the setup in details. First, we need to set up the content that will inside will have a link profile setup and content bucket setup. This content will be sent to the blogging submissions. In every network, we'll create a submission. It will be one post submission because it will be run on schedule, and it will be run in a tier 1 network, and it's called blog 1. All other submissions will be push submissions because they configure it to receive URLs and post on demand as soon as the URL is available. It will be push bookmark 1 submission for bookmarking tier 1 posts. It will be push blog 2 submission to post second tier web 2 blogs bookmarking tier 1 posts. And at the last, it will be a shared bookmarking submission push BM2 that will be configured to receive posts from second tier web 2 blog submission. And at last, we will set up. I will put this sequence on steps so that it will be easy to follow once you review the video. First, we will create link profile. Next, we will create link bucket. All together, they will define the content with links to be posted. Next, we will set up all submissions. Because submissions must be configured from bottom up, because every top-level submissions needs to include configuration where to send links to backlinking. So we will start from the bottom, the very bottom, shared bookmarking submission. Then we will create bookmarking submission for bookmark tier 1 posts. Then we will create submission for the second tier of blog posts. And at last, we will create submission that we will trigger all of those backlinkings, and will be post block 1 submission. And that will include actual links to the client side. And at last, we will make sure that bulk indexing is configured. And the very last step, we will review everything and start the campaign. And once again, this is an action plan I will follow. 1, create link profile. 2, create content bucket. 3, 4, 5, and 6, creating submissions from bottom up. Bookmarking 2, bookmarking blog 2, and then the top level blog submission that will be posting money side to the client side. I will enable indexing, and the last step, review and start. I'm in my RankWyz account, and before I start the process and turn on the timer on, I will show you the network I decided to put the campaign on. This is a health project, and you can see it consists of tier 1 blog network, tier 2 blog network, and blog and bookmarking account. So as I said, this is a prerequisite to the demo. So before you start your demo, you need to set up your project in your networks, and it's very recommended to have them aged and indexed before you place any link pointing to your clients or your own sites. And I'm about to start the timer, and without very lengthy explanation, I will just demonstrate just step by step exact setup of for tier posting for the new client I have. Starting the timer, and the step 1, creating a link profile. Navigate to link in profile, click new profile, give it a name. Set up primary keywords, enable secondary keywords, Enable generic keywords. Setup distribution between all three will be 40% generic, 30% primary, secondary, and 30% primary. For our use case, we will send all links to the home page of the client. None of the settings are enabled. And I preview results. So we're going to be using the simplest template, plain link, and I review. And save the profile. The next step is create content bucket. I navigate to content mill and create new bucket. We'll use the same name. Select mixed content in save. I can configure a template, or I can load template, pre-saved template. I have one saved. It will use image, block of syndicated content, subtitle to increase relevancy. It will be using topic in the subtitle and another block of syndicated content. The only change I will make is I will upload images to the image sharing hosting to make them unique, personalized, and I'll save the template. The next, I will create topics, and I will create them from primary keywords. Topic will be used to create the content, and it will be creating every article will be created on a specific topic. So now we have 4 topics added. So we can use it as is, or we can use specific keywords for every topic, and this is where I'm going to use secondary keywords. For emergency dentist, I will use secondary keywords that will be helping to create the content for this topic. I will customize tag because it's very important for SEO. I will use the same tag as topic, emergency dentist. And I follow the procedure for all 4 topics. Dental implants, teeth whitening, and cosmetic dentist. I'm not setting up categories because we're not posting to PBN's blog, to self-hosted blogs. So I refresh to make sure I didn't miss anything. So I have topics, I have content. Now the only thing I need to add is enable links. I will be using my dental client link profile. I will use template plain link. And I place it random in the bottom of the content. So I save and activate the bucket. So it might come quickly, but it might make some time before I'll see the preview. Okay, this time it's fast. So you can see the topic, cosmetic dentist, and the article created with the cosmetic dentist and the title of the article with the link embedded, subtitle, and relevant content. You can see the cosmetic dentist related content. Same with the teeth whitening. So now we'll go to the next 4 steps. It will be setting up submissions. We'll start from the shared submission. I navigate to my project. Shared submission is set up on the I will use it. I will use primary keywords as tags. I will bookmark every URL 3 times, and I will post it in the shared network health. Done. Next it will be bookmarking for the first tier. Navigate to bookmarking network because I'm going to be bookmarking them on my own accounts. Go to submissions, create new submission, will be BM. Same set of tags. Every URL will be bookmarked 3 times on the current selected network, and the account will be selected randomized. I'll save it. So the next will be block 2, and if you see the diagram, so we set up this submission, now we're going to this submission, and it will be configured to send links to the bookmark 2. I go to second tier Web 2 network, submissions. Oops, wrong button. I will create push submission. It will be posted on this current network. Because it's a block submission, I need to select content, and it will be my dental client. It will be posted to all blocks in this network, randomized. Each URL will be posted 3 times. I'll go to advanced settings and I'll select how link profile will be link will be applied to the push submission. I will use my dental client. Template will be plain link. Actual default setting in bracket URL is also plain link. It will be placed random. And because we want to send all links for the further bookmarking, I will choose bookmarking. Health. Here it is, health project, bookmarking to shared. So, and the last submission to be completed is the post submission in the first tier. That will be actually posting links to the money side, to the client side. It will be post submission. I will post the content, my dental client. I will post 2 blocks in the network. It will be randomized 100 posts. No spread. Oh, oops. By requirements, it's spread for 7 days. And this configuration will have 2 automation rules. Every URL will be sent to bookmarking BM1 to be submitted, to be posted 3 times, and to the block 2 to be posted to be backlinked 3 times. Bookmarking. bookmarking, and blogging. So bookmark and blog too. So I don't set up any configuration here because every submission has a configuration how many times to bookmark incoming URLs. So I set it up. So everything is ready. The whole chain is completed. So I activate my tier 1 submission and it will trigger chain effect through all submissions. And at the last step, I need to make sure that indexing is enabled. You can go to the network settings and make sure that bulk indexing is enabled. That will cause every URL to be built for this campaign to send overnight to the 4 bulk indexing services. So this is 11 minutes. And we completed the whole setup. The four tier setup, 100 that over in a week your client will have, my client will have 1600 posts made, and it will be all created using highly relevant content. Just realized that we didn't check the content itself. Being posted. If I go to submission, so you can see that there's 100 posts already scheduled. And they spread over 7 days. Well, this is the complete setup of the campaign. Thank you for watching, and thank you for using RankWyz.